One man chose the shadows in Monaco, a place where wealth shines brighter than the Mediterranean sun, and while others chased attention through extravagance, he built influence through silence, earning a name that echoed softly through Monte Carlo's most exclusive circles. Zeus. A name whispered between superyachts in Port Hercule, murmured behind closed doors in private lounges, and spoken carefully by those who truly understood power. Because his story was never about inheritance or luck, but about timing, precision, and strategy, rising from anonymity to become one of the Riviera's most influential figures by turning discretion into dominance and constructing an empire no one saw coming. Until the day Monaco itself changed forever when Zeus finally stepped into the light. Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the most exclusive stories on the planet. So make sure you subscribe, like, and watch until the end, because what you're about to discover may permanently change how you see success, power, and secrecy, as every legend has a beginning, and Zeus's did not start with a famous name or fortune, but with stillness. One man standing at the edge of Port Hercule, watching the city glow like a distant dream, arriving with nothing but patience, an increasingly rare skill, while others chased visibility, he studied the rhythm of power, walking through the marble halls of the Casino de Monte Carlo not to gamble, but to observe how money moved, spending evenings at café de Paris absorbing conversations between old money and new ambition, storing every gesture, glance, and rumor like pieces on a chessboard, learning early that in Monaco visibility is currency. Yet invisibility can be a weapon, because the less people knew, the more they wondered, and curiosity in Monaco is power. So Zeus turned mystery into leverage, quietly mediating deals between London, Geneva, and Dubai, keeping his name out of headlines and his presence off the radar, known only by initials to banks and whispered titles among the elite, rising carefully, deliberately, until his first breakthrough came not through luck but leverage, a single calculated real estate move that multiplied his capital overnight. Yet instead of celebrating, he reinvested through silent partnerships and layered holding companies, understanding that wealth is not about being seen, but about being untouchable. And by the time Monaco began asking who is he, Zeus had already built an empire hidden in plain sight, appearing like a ghost drifting through a billionaire's paradise, while in reality every absence was intentional and every pause strategic, until Monaco began to feel his unseen influence and question how long a man could control so much without ever being visible. Because true wealth whispers, and Zeus mastered that whisper, building an untraceable empire through offshore structures, coded contracts, and alliances spanning continents. Leaving no fingerprints, playing a silent game of chess only he could see, his properties owned by holding groups, his businesses run by proxies, his art collection secured beneath the Swiss Alps, remembered by those who met him as a man who could close deals without raising his voice, becoming not just a businessman but an architect of power, letting rumors shape his legend while others paraded their wealth, gaining influence with every unanswered question, understanding that Monaco runs on an unspoken code of elegance, loyalty, and restraint, where knowing when not to speak matters more than money itself. And as his influence grew, another figure emerged beside him, a woman whose presence transformed quiet dominance into unavoidable myth, entering Monaco without noise yet commanding every room, her elegance impossible to ignore, her connection to Zeus fueling intrigue, called his muse by some, his mirror by others, together moving through the elite like a velvet storm, never seeking attention yet always becoming the focus, their appearances calculated, their silence theatrical, Zeus ruling the invisible world while she opened doors his quiet alone could not, forming a partnership that felt less like romance and more like strategy, a modern monarchy without bloodlines, raising questions about who truly held the reins, as Zeus continued mastering absence, allowing anticipation to become his greatest asset, understanding that silence magnifies impact, until the night Monaco would never forget. When Zeus finally stepped into the light at a charity gala at the Hotel de Paris, freezing the room as he appeared. Beside his queen, cameras flashing, whispers turning into awe, not through words but through presence, sealing the moment with a single gesture. A donation so significant it transformed myth into reality, revealing his face to the public and marking not an introduction but a declaration. Because true power doesn't arrive loudly, it arrives when it's ready, and from that moment Monaco's transformation began. As Zeus turned his focus toward legacy rather than fame, quietly investing in green technology, education, art, and future generations, building structures designed to outlast trends and headlines, crafting immortality rather than wealth, influencing Monaco's skyline, its culture, and its elite without ever claiming credit, becoming not just a man but a philosophy, proof that real power echoes rather than roars, inspiring a new generation of millionaires to value restraint as the ultimate status symbol, leaving behind a presence so powerful that even his absence still shapes decisions at the highest levels. And as rumors swirl about his next move, one truth remains clear. Zeus never needed to define himself. The world did it for him, and his journey from shadow to spotlight is not merely a story of riches, but a lesson in patience, mastery, and silence, reminding us that in a world addicted to noise, mystery will always command attention, and luxury, like true power, belongs to those who never chase it.